There's something quietly revealing about people who love cats, and psychology says it is never just about liking an animal, but about how your mind and emotions move through the world. If you've always felt drawn to cats in a deep, almost unexplainable way, this video is not really about pets, but about you and the parts of your personality that often stay unseen. The psychology of people who love cats points toward temperament, emotional intelligence, and the way your brain balances closeness with independence. Research shows that preferences in animals often mirror our attachment style, inner needs, and how safe we feel expressing ourselves without performing for approval. One of the strongest traits cat lovers share is emotional attunement. Psychology says emotionally intelligent people are highly sensitive to subtle cues, and cats require exactly that kind of awareness. Your brain learns to notice micro-expressions, shifts in energy, and unspoken boundaries. You sense moods before words appear. This is why cat lovers are often the friend who notices something is wrong without being told. You respond with presence rather than pressure. Research shows this quiet empathy builds deeper trust than loud reassurance. You do not rush emotions because your nervous system understands that safety comes from patience, not intensity. Another key trait is boundary intelligence. Cats do not respond to force, and your brain adapts to that reality. Psychology explains this as low intrusiveness with high responsiveness. You respect space but remain emotionally available. This often shows up in your relationships. You do not chase people who pull away, and you do not demand closeness before it is ready. Research shows people with strong boundary awareness form more stable long-term bonds. Your love is not loud, but it is consistent and deeply grounded. Cat lovers also tend to have rich inner worlds. Your brain spends a lot of time reflecting, imagining, and processing internally. Psychology links this to introspective awareness and strong default mode network activity. You are comfortable with silence because your mind uses it to organize meaning. This is why solitude feels peaceful rather than lonely to you. Cats mirror this energy by offering companionship without constant interaction. Research shows people who value quiet connection often have higher emotional regulation and creativity. Another overlooked trait is authenticity seeking. Cats do not fake affection, and psychology says people drawn to them often crave unmasked connection. Your brain is tired of performance and social masks. You want relationships where you can exist without explaining yourself. This is why you value honesty even when it is subtle. Research shows authentic environments reduce emotional burnout. With cats, you are allowed to just be, and that permission feels deeply healing. People who love cats also show adaptive empathy. You understand that emotions change and closeness fluctuates. Psychology calls this emotional flexibility. You do not take distance personally, and you do not panic when energy shifts. Your brain understands that connection has rhythms. This makes you resilient in relationships. Research shows emotionally flexible people experience less relational anxiety and more long-term satisfaction. If these traits resonate, it is because your way of loving is gentle, intentional, and emotionally intelligent. Psychology says depth often looks quiet from the outside. Your calm presence, patience, and respect for boundaries are strengths, not shortcomings. You do not love loudly, but you love honestly, and that matters more than spectacle. If this felt personal, share which trait described you best. Subscribe for more psychology-based insights, and send this to someone whose quiet nature deserves to be understood.